Hey everyone, it's Q of Eclectic Tarot, and today I am sharing the information of the astrological energies of the week May 28th through June 4th, 2025 with you. And let me just say that remember when I told you all that things were speeding up? Yes, things have definitely sped up, especially for me. You all know I went traveling to Atlanta. Not only did I come back from Atlanta, okay. Back home to Silicon Valley, California, but now I am in LA. So, I have been moving, bumping around from one place to another. I have been cross country, and now I am in Los Angeles, California today until Saturday of this week. So, movement, movement, movement. But this is good movement. This is good movement because movement and change allows us to think about things differently. It allows us to, just get different perspectives, right? From being in one place, being in another. And, we're in a good spot right now. We're in a good spot, and I'm happy to say that, right? Because, earlier this year, the astrological energies were, depending on how things fell into your chart. And I mean, we saw things globally here in the United States, things around the world. Things were a little wild and crazy. But I am happy to report that right now, especially into this new week with the last few days of May going into the first few days of June, things are actually pretty calm. Things are actually pretty calm. And, it's good, right? We need a little bit of goodness. We need a little bit of creativity, happiness, and joy. Because, again, especially depending on where you are in the world, things have really been a shit show. So, let's just get into it. I will not be here with you long because there is not much going on astrologically this week. Things are going to definitely start picking up once we get into June, especially the second week of June, going until the end of June, and things are going to start picking back up again come July with major changes. But I am happy to report that right now things are good. So I don't have much for you. So I'm just going to get right into it. So today, May 28th, 2025, nothing major is happening. This is good. This is good. This is good. May 29th, May 30th, 2025, we have the Mercury Kazemi in Gemini. And I will not bore you with all of the astrological, oh my goodness, what is a Kazemi? But just know that Mercury is conjunct the sun, and Mercury is getting all of the warmth and benefits and energies of the sun's rays. And, Mercury is our planet of the mind, where we think, where we get our ideas, jotting things down. So, May 29th to 30th, take advantage of any types of ideas, inspiration, notes, write the things down. I know some people like to use the word downloads. If you are someone that gets downloads, take note of whatever quote unquote downloads that you may get. Okay. The energy is good for thinking, for planning, for writing things out, communication, conversations. If you have a meeting that is going to happen on May 29th or May 30th, roll with the meeting, take notes, see what's going on, okay? Because again, the sun's rays are shining on Mercury, helping Mercury out. So, that there may be some revelations. You may get some news that, you were waiting for, maybe even some unexpected news, but all of this news, the notes, the ideas, the downloads, these are going to be solutions, these are going to be answers for you, and you will soon know how to plot the way forward, okay? So the sun's rays, they're going to show you how to work things out. They're going to show you how to move forward, how to plot the things out for you, okay? So that is the Mercury Cazimi in Gemini. And remember, Mercury loves being in Gemini. This is a good place for Mercury. So again, take advantage of the ideas, the movements, the writings, the transportation, you may be going here, you may be moving there, but the travel, the movement, all of it is going to be good. It's going to be good. So let's move right along into June 1st. June 1st, we have Venus conjunct Chiron in Aries, and that is occurring at 1:10 p.m. California time. Venus is our planet of emotions, our partnerships, love. Venus is not in a good place in Aries. Okay. Venus is not in a good place in Aries, and this is going to be conjunct, okay, the wounded healer Chiron. So maybe you'll be having that energy or conversation or feelings about, how you can move forward, especially as it pertains to your personal relationships. Okay. Maybe this will be a time for you to review the ways in which you've been hurt by family members, by friends, or by loved ones, and use that energy coming off of that Mercury Kazemi to figure out your place in the relationship. Are you going to be able to deal with this? Do you want to even deal with this anymore? Bringing attention, bringing light to how you can heal, how you can move forward, with whatever is going on in your life. And it's not for everyone. It really, really depends on how these things fall in your natal chart, what houses are activated. But just know, if you're in the fields on June 1st, this is probably why. Okay. And I do want to say that as we move into June, we, the planet, will start to feel the energies of the Jupiter Saturn square. And, there have been a few Jupiter Saturn squares since about 2020. Okay. But right now, the Jupiter Saturn square energies that we are feeling and will soon be feeling, it's kind of started last year in 2024. But this month in June, and I'll get into that later on in our upcoming forecast. The Jupiter Saturn square that is occurring in June will be exact on June 15th, 2025. So remember, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, Saturn is the planet of constriction, okay, of reducing and being constricted, being held up. So that's going to be different energies coming to us later on this month. But we're going to start feeling the energies. We're going to start feeling the push pull of expansion versus contracting. Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know that if you're feeling like you want to do something but you can't, you know one step forward, two steps back, that's probably where that's coming from for you. Okay. um, Moon moves from Leo into Virgo on June 1st. So this is good because we have this energy, the sun in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, and then the moon moving from Leo to Virgo, a sign that is well placed with mercurial energies. So your analytics. So now is a good time. Write that plan out. And the moon is also waxing. So we love a good waxing moon, right? Um, this is gonna be good. This is time to grow things. This is time to plant those seeds. This is time to, like I said, I'm really focusing on the writing, the analytics, the data, the information, because these are things that we need in our world, and these are things that help us to get things going, whether it's starting a business, planning a trip, even deciding what you want to do in your life. You can't decide or move forward without having a plan, data, facts, information. Okay. So this is going to be good. We're going to have a lot of airy analytical writing energy this week. This is good. So those of you who love to write, who love the good notebook, pen and paper, thinking things out, communication, this is going to be a good time overall. All right. Nothing really major going on June 2nd. Nothing really major going on June 3rd either. Okay. This is really a light week. This is a light week. Again, things are going to start to shift and change as we get into week 2, week 3, and moving into July. So we kind of in this little bit of reprieve energy where we get to slow down and take stock of what's going on, and then use this airy energy to plan, see what's going on, and make our way forward. Okay, so things are really nice and airy and light. And I really want all of us to take advantage of that. June 4th, the moon enters Libra. So this is also good energy. Libra is an air sign, although she's ruled by Venus, but she is an air sign. Okay. So this is good. This is good. This is a really, really good light week. Nothing too major going on. Last week, okay, Saturday, May 24th, Saturn moved into Aries. Um, and again, I'm gonna make a separate video as it pertains to Saturn and Aries. Saturn is at fall in Aries. Um, I'm still gonna make a separate video on that because it's just a lot of information. But like I said, we're in the kind of calm down phase right now before there are some other major planetary changes coming up for us in June, in July of this year. So, like I said, June 4th, the moon enters Libra. This is good. Libra is an air sign. Okay. But, so even though, Libra has the ties to Venus, I still think this week is very, very much so a thinking person's week, a week for clarity, a week for deciding what you want to do with the facts, the knowledge, the information that's coming to you, the revelations that may be coming to you. Someone that I know personally is just like, they're starting to see that things are going to be happening in their workplace that they probably don't want to deal with, and they have decided like, yeah, it's time to go. They're deciding how to maneuver in the workplace with someone that they that with someone that's being pushed upon them. I'll say that. So like I said, this is the week for revelations. This is a week for information, data, analysis. It's a pretty calm week, and I like that for us. So again, I'm not going to hold you long. This is the upcoming energies of the week May 28th to June 4th, 2025. I hope this helps you out. I hope this helps you out. So, with that being said, quick video. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out of here. Shout out to all of my supporters, those who have subscribed, those who support me, those who are my clients. Um, Shameless plug. If you want me to check and see how all this information may work out for you, go ahead and schedule a natal chart reading with me. And during that natal chart private reading with me, I will check these transits for you, see what's going on in your natal chart, explain all the things to you astrologically. So, like I said, that's it. That's all. I love you all. And I will be back next week with the forecast moving on from June 4th. So that's all. That's it. I love you. Take care. Bye bye.